Konchalovsky's family portraits really act as milestones in his progression as an artist, and it is here that he draws together the various strands of his developments and achievements. Konchalovsky painted 3 large family portraits in the 1910s. The first of his family portraits was painted in 1911, and in this portrait we see really the Spanish influences and the impact of his trip to Spain. The second picture was slightly larger, 1912, and he painted this while he was in Siena with his family. Here we see elements of Italian fresco painting, and the palette has become slightly brighter. The first 2 portraits he saw as foundations of what was to come. And when he returned from the front in 1916, despite these monumental changes and the great revolution that's happening around him, his family remains at the core of what he's doing. His wife, Olga Surikova, describes how cold they were and how they had to live in one room, and really we get that sense again here of them all together in the artist's studio. He writes that really now it was the moment he could concentrate on factura, on technique. He says, after this point, I couldn't ignore that question in my work. The paint surface becomes one of the prime concerns in my painting. And this is really what we see in the 1917 portrait and what sets it apart from the earlier 2. Konchalovsky was one of the founding members of what's known as the Jack of Diamonds Society. Their paintings from the 1910s are densely saturated with colour and heavy blocks of paint. Part of that is a result of their interest in Cézanne. Konchalovsky himself says that I grasped at Cézanne as a drowning man will clutch at a straw. The influence of a number of old master paintings is extremely important for Konchalovsky's work. If, for example, we take Las Hilanderas, a work by Velázquez, it's very clear that he's referencing exactly that work in the present portrait. To the left we see Natalia, her back is turned to us. This unusual pose of his daughter is a reference to Titian. Konchalovsky's family portrait of 1917 comes to sale directly from the family of the artist. When it goes on view in our gallery, it will be only the 3rd time that it's ever been exhibited, and the first time in Western Europe.